What's up, everybody? It's Soren Baker.
Amir Rahimi.
And today on The Great Debaters, we're taking it back to the Wu-Tang Clan, and this one's going to be a tough one, y'all. The Great Debaters. Alright, Amir, so we've had a lot of great videos here on The Great Debaters, a lot of great debates, a lot of insight, a lot of old school commentary, but I wanted to make sure we took it back and showed some love to the Wu-Tang Clan. They need more love, and we're about to break down the song that introduced them to the world, Protect Your Neck. So Amir, this one, I don't know what to say, man. We're going to pick the best verse in our opinion from Protect Your Neck. So there are eight of the 9 members appear on Protect Your Neck. You guys has a very short verse, but he's on there. So we have 8 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So Amir, just the first time you heard Protect Your Neck, did you even understand what was going on?
That's a good question. Is it too late to not do this video? Because it's so... I don't even want to answer this question. Man, my first time I heard this was actually... I didn't listen to the song as a single first. I was listening to the album front to back, and then I heard this, and as I was with the rest of the album, I was blown away.
Right, as you should be.
As I should be. I loved how the skits were all throughout the album, just on various songs, and the skit starts this song off. Right. An iconic skit, if actually, that's kind of an understatement. It's very iconic. Wow. I loved it. And who started off Inspector Deck, who started off a lot of songs by Wu-Tang Clan incredibly.
Triumph, chief among them.
Triumph.
Well, let's start with Inspector Deck, man. So Inspector Deck, I thought smoking on the mic like smoking Joe Frazier. I was like, what? What is going on with this dude? I thought it was amazing. And right off the bat, we're getting a guy that has these pop culture references. You can tell lyrically he's a superior rapper. As far as his lyrics, his delivery, his wordplay, his references, his style. He had so much charisma when he was rapping. I was like, man, this is an amazing song. Like, I want to hear more of this guy. And then as soon as you're getting ready to get into the groove of each artist, they go to the next one, man. So what'd you think when Inspector Deck came like that on the top of the song?
I was just, he's one of the most underappreciated people with flow. I would say he's just exceptional with his flow game. Because not every time will I hear a story by Inspector Deck necessarily, but I'll just hear someone who just really knows how to control the mic and to control his energy and flow. And he's one of the best in Wu-Tang at that, and that also carries over to other guest featured songs I've heard him on. Just amazing.
And Czarface too.
Czarface in recent years has been just doing excellent. And Raekwon comes in next, and he's talking about, Schwarzenegger and all these things, and he's also freaking great, and he kept it with the same intensity. And one thing that I think is interesting on this song, which we hear throughout the entire song, is everyone sounds very different from each other in terms of voice. I can easily tell who's who.
Right.
It doesn't blend at all like that, but the song is very cohesive. You know what I'm trying to say? So I thought that was very impressive how RZA and the Clan were able to manage all these different personalities and flows and lyrics. Raekwon keeps the same intensity.
Right.
Man.
Before he gets mad deep like a threat.
Man. And Method Man, bro.
Yeah, Method Man, wow. I thought his performance was immaculate on the song. And I thought it was just a great way that this is the middle of the song, and Method Man comes on and it just, I say, annihilates it. You're talking about flows, man. I thought Method Man with that kind of stop-starty, sing-songy, off-kilter type of thing going on, it was just, what is this guy doing? It was so much style and flavor to what he was bringing to the table, both sonically, stylistically, and lyrically.
And I think Method Man really kind of gives, he kind of gives off the vibe that he's maybe freestyling this. It's the Meth Man for short, Mr. Meth, move in on your left. And it's just like so much flavor to everything he's saying. And then, you know what I also thought was just super awesome in a lot of rap songs, but this one particularly, is when rappers will, instead of saying a lyric, they'll act it out. So when he says, the smoke from the lyrical blunt make me, instead of actually saying cough, he does a cough. I always love when rappers do that. Method Man just does it like a true champ.
Absolutely, man.
And we get the small insert from You God, the couple liners into ODB.
Yeah.
There's no father to a style.
No father to a style, man. That's why it's the Old Dirty one.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And first things first, man. You know, he just has so much attitude and style and ferocity when he's rapping that I think Old Dirty is one of the most charismatic artists in rap history on songs and what he was in person.
Yeah.
He was just an amazing force of nature, as they like to say. And, you know, he delivered a very powerful and concise verse, I thought, on Protect Your Neck that really showed his personality and showed what he was going to be bringing to the table, man, as far as his solo career and his other recordings with the Wu and on the solo projects that came. And then you have RZA come in too, and I always thought his was interesting that he was blending kind of all these different religious themes into his lyric, into his verse, which I thought was pretty interesting. So what'd you take from RZA?
So I think I don't know if my memory's off. It's either RZA and then Ghostface or Ghostface then RZA. I don't remember. But RZA was... See, I always loved the RZA on songs, but I kind of sometimes felt that he was the weaker link in songs.
Okay.
Maybe it's his voice and his kind of awkward flow. But on this song, I thought he was head-to-head with everyone. He was just like awesome. Amazing on this, man. He's great. And Ghostface was also super freaking great, and he's talking about Pablo Escobar.
Right.
Dude, I mean, when he says like, coming around the mountain the way I come, and the things he's saying kind of gives me off like a freestyle kind of verse, because a lot of the people on this song, as I said, it sounds like everyone's just, there's no clear topic, everyone's just going.
Right.
And RZA carries that on too, and just with his unique voice and everyone's unique voices, I'm just like, what the heck am I freaking listening to right now? I was just, I don't know, man.
Well, and then to end the song, we had the Genius, and he brings in, his reference to his pre-Wu-Tang days with this Cold Chillin' diss, and basically explaining how, people that were starting to be in control of what was going on with rap, a mountain climber that rides, has an electric guitar and all this different stuff. So the Jizza was kind of detailing this evolution of what was going on behind the scenes in rap and how that wasn't working, at least for him, and for what the Wu was going to do and was doing and about to do. And I thought that the Jizza really encapsulated that really well in the midst of all of this extreme, confrontational, high testosterone lyrics and deliveries that were going on. Genius, as he does, typically had it a little more that kind of low-key forcefulness that I thought was a great way to kind of wrap up the song as, a powerful way to do it. So, what did you think of Genius?
Genius, so as I say throughout this video already, it sounded like everyone was freestyling. Jizza's the only one who I'm like, I think this guy definitely had to have put the pen to the paper.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's kind of like a prequel to his song Labels on Liquid Swords, kind of, because he's, talking about Cold Chillin', and he's talking about the A&Rs and how they want to suit and tie rap. And I thought, cleaner than a bar soap, and he wants to get dirty like a mud fight, right? Yeah. Jizza, his verse is very important, and I think it shows what he dealt with already in his career, because he was not new at this time in his career. So I thought that was very interesting. although it didn't match what everyone else was saying, I thought it still fit very well into the song. And he was just so good at that. And I also really did enjoy his flow on this one too.
Yeah.
And the way that RZA ends it with the karate samples as he does throughout this album, I loved how he ended it right there. It didn't just go to an end stop; it had a little Kung Fu influence.
Yep. So now we've run through the verses, Amir. Now it's time to pick who we think is the best. What is the best verse on Protect Your Neck, Amir?
I'm going for probably ODB.
Okay.
I love it. And maybe the second, I'm going to say second year. I'm going to say Method Man.
Okay.
And I'm going to give a third too. I'm going to give Jizza. And it's funny because I'm pretty sure, if my memory's correct, it won lyric or verse of the year in the Source for 93, Jizza's verse.
Okay.
And it's crazy to me that everyone on here just murdered it. And for this guy to win something in the Source when it was, 93, a crazy year in hip hop, for him to get verse of the year and for me to not even consider it my favorite verse, it just shows how much talent was on the song.
I agree. And we have two of the same top three. My top three are Inspector Deck, Method Man, and Genius. Like, those three verses in particular I thought were astounding, stand the test of time, and then also showed how much brilliance the Wu-Tang Clan had on this song and then obviously throughout Enter the Wu-Tang. So it's hard to say of those three to me which one's the best. ODB's I think is probably number 4 to me, and it was only because it was a little shorter and didn't have as much time as the other three did probably. But I'm gonna go with Inspector Deck. I just think the way the song started and his flow, his wordplay, his references, his style, and he was bringing in like Pakistan and like what was he doing, dude? Spider-Man, Pakistan, Joe Frazier. It was just so many different things that Inspector Deck crammed into that verse, and to do it with such style and kind of all these things that are so seemingly random that he made it make sense with his rhymes, I just thought it was phenomenal. And Method Man is right up there, and Genius is right up there too, in my opinion. Those are the treacherous three of this song, man. Like, all three of them were phenomenal, and Old Dirty's a close second behind them. But man, those three. But I'm rolling with Inspector Deck, and Amir, he's got ODB. But what do you guys think, man? Be sure to let us know in the comments section. Like, subscribe, and share. And go to bigherc.com, BIGHERC, to pick up your own unique Access shirt. Shout out to my daughter Lauren to make sure that I plug that. And make sure you guys let us know what you think, man. Who had the best verse on Protect Your Neck? I'm Soren Baker.
Amir Rahimi.
Hit us up, y'all.
Be sure to check out the History of Gangster Rap by Soren Baker. He's official.
History of Gangster Rap features exclusive interviews with Ice-T, Snoop Dogg, MC Ren, the DOC, and dozens of others. The History of Gangster Rap, a definitive look at how Los Angeles changed rap forever.
In Los Angeles, the streets definitely set the tone of the hip-hop music.
At 19, I got a $50,000 car.
My whole angle always was, I'll be street, but I will always tell you the horrors that go along with this life.
There will be penalties and casualties for just wearing the wrong color in somebody's neighborhood.
And once gangster rap made it from the streets to the TV, the genre exploded.
What's that 5 on Yo MTV Back with NWA?
Yo MTV, it just catapulted us from being local heroes to national gangbang rappers.
The History of Gangster Rap discusses it all from 1980 up till today.
It's always gonna be shit happening in the streets. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be something to talk about.
The History of Gangster Rap in stores now.